like 2012 was when? That was like 5 years ago. No, wait. Let's not talk about it. Hi, welcome to the video. Today we're going to go through the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Palette. I just got this in the mail like 2 hours ago. I'm so excited. We do swatches. I do this eye look. It's gorgeous. So here it is. Wait, here it is. So this is natural light over here. Here's a little bit of that LED lighting over here. I go through all the shades. You'll see the swatches in natural lighting. I haven't used a 15 pan palette like this size in a minute because I have just been using over and over my little BYOP Build Your Own palette. This Makeup Forever I filled with eyeshadows from the 28 pan palettes of Natasha Denona's. There's a couple missing from here. I love Piggy and I forget this other one, Golden Beige. Love those. And I also watched Lauren May Beauty's video on this. Her video was so good and so thorough. Also have these. I just love the formula of these 28 pan palettes. They are definitely different from the full-size palettes, especially the newer ones. The formulas in this new palette, I think they're great because a lot of these are much thinner. So the shimmers are much thinner. There's a couple that are a little bit hefty, but they don't feel clumpy or gross on the eye. I feel like you can swipe them on with your finger and rub them in and really just buff the shimmer particles into your eyelid and just get a really dimensional look with a single eyeshadow, just a one and done. So I really like that about these formulas. So in that way they're similar, but the mattes are much more pigmented. They're a little bit thicker, like fluffier, which I think is much more popular nowadays because you do get a lot more pigment on impact, except for the, except for a couple shades like Silhouette. I like that it's a thinner matte because I do like to build up my dark eyeshadows. I'm scared of color on the eyes. I'm not very good at it, but especially with how the direction that makeup is taking right now with going more for bare face makeup, non-existent makeup, clean girl makeup, clean face, no makeup makeup. It's just a variation on no makeup makeup or natural makeup. I've really been loving the kind of trend of a little bit less is more makeup. My skin's been treating me really well lately. I'm working on a couple of dark spots, but my skincare routine is doing pretty well. I'm not really using a ton of foundation. I'm currently like working on some BB creams and concealers, but having like a super thin base on the complexion and having a nearly, is she wearing blush or is she not wearing blush? You don't really know. Love that. I'm currently wearing Dandelion from Benefit. I'm wearing some bronzer. This is the Nars Laguna 1 cream bronzer. I'm liking that formula. It's not too warm, not super cool. It's an easy to use formula, so that's been nice. And for the lips, Lip Gloss Me all the way. Something super easy, and I want it to look like I tried, but I'm not trying too hard. And by trying not too hard, I mean, of course, you can get some really cute looks that are really impactful really quickly. I'm not trying to get a lot of impact quickly. I'm just trying to slap on a face that makes me look like I'm together. I want to wear makeup, but I don't want it to do too much. I want it to go with everything, fit for every occasion, and I've just been really liking that look lately. So this, I think, really works for that because if you just want some easy shimmers, they're here. And if you want to have a little bit of dimension, it's here too. I don't use black eyeshadow. I would say for me, I actually have it here. If I had to say, so obviously it's too soon to say this right now, but I'm going to tell you right now. For me, I predict for myself that the 2 perfect palettes to have for this fall is this Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Palette, because again, nude shades. We're looking at no eyeshadow now. But again, it's more than no eyeshadow because obviously there's sparkles on my eyelids and no one's eyelids just naturally glitter. They don't. But again, it's easy to have that sparkle to look elegant without trying really hard. So I think this palette and the Jackie Aina ABH collaboration. So I know I just said I don't like dark eyeshadow, but this palette has everything that you need and the colors are just on point. Of course, I'm a white Puerto Rican. I'm not Jackie. I'm not a beautiful black Nigerian woman. So I don't have the same complexion. So her nudes are different from my nudes, but the way that this works for me and the way I've seen this look on other people, this is one of the most perfect palettes I've ever seen. So credit Lituation, sponsored Ginger, everyday nudes, quick, like using this with a cream eyeshadow for myself, that's it. And this has those creams. And this with the Soleil and Zam Dimension, beautiful. Like these were these are some of my favorite, all over the eyelid, smudged, like, oh my gosh, does she think she's better than me? Yes, I'm not even concerned about what anyone else is thinking because I'm just thinking, wow, I look good. And Supreme, I'm partial to a hot pink. I know that Jackie in her video talking about where she introduced her palette, she talked about how Supreme was actually Norvina's idea, which you didn't have to, Jackie, but I say thank you because I love it. And then Big Wig, Shookington, purple is having a big moment. This fall, please, like sure, the lavender right now is having a big moment, like lavender purple. We're gonna go from millennial pink, hot pink Barbie, lavender pink of now to these beautiful purples. So again, I think that you're either gonna go for no eyeshadow, which is again mostly glitter, like your skin tone or similar to your skin tone with glitter, or again these kind of cool jewel tone gem eyeshadows. So I know this is discontinued, it's limited, it was limited edition, you may not have your hands on it, but if you have it, pull it out. I don't care about how old my palettes are. This is a gem. I will keep this forever. And yeah, like trust issue. I can't. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to be wearing all fall. Okay. So, because I'm either going to go no makeup, or I'm going to go elegant with like a little something. So yeah, anyway, let's get into the swatches. Sorry, I've talked so much already. Again, check out Lauren May Beauty's video because she has way more information than I do. This, I think, just hits that spot of making neutrals exciting. For the past few years, we've been talking about how boring neutrals are, and I think that Natasha Denona is making them interesting. There's a few other brands that are making neutrals that are incredibly interesting. So beyond the matte browns, like we're seeing a lot more multi-chromes that are neutral. We're seeing neutrals with glitters and sparkles, and it's just exciting. It's just exciting. So anyway, I'll get into my short review. I do my little look. I have to go. Love you. Enjoy. So here we're looking at this super pretty packaging. I love this clear top. It's very similar to the Love palette, the cheek palette. I just grabbed it. So this is the Love Glow cheek palette from Natasha Denona. So it has that clear situation here, but as you can see, it's got glitters. I love the packaging, and it's nice to see that I Need a Nude palette has that same luxurious feeling packaging. So let me open this up. This is what this beauty looks like. I'm hurrying and filming this now because I want to film it while I have natural light. I'm also kind of in a rush because I need to head to class, but I'm so excited to wear a look from this palette to class. So look at these 15 eyeshadows. So pretty. Let's get into describing a little bit about what's going on here. In general, I would say that this is a kind of mid-tone palette. So in terms of real depth, you only have Silhouette and Filigree, and maybe Ella and Travertine can give you a little bit of that as well. So if you are looking for dark smoky eyes, or if you're looking for nudes and you have really dark skin, you may not be able to get that from this. If you're looking for a lot of shimmery eyeshadows that may look nearly there, barely there, I think that this can really add to that. Since I am fair-skinned, I think that this palette will work really well for me because in general, I don't do a lot of smoky eyes. I don't do a lot of sculpting, especially not as of late. I've been really into a kind of bare-faced makeup look. Incredibly oxymoronic, but it's more about, again, creating that illusion of no makeup without looking too heavy. I think this will work really well for that. And I'm just so excited for all these glittery textures that we have here. And these mattes, I just think are so delicious. I'm so incredibly excited for Mesh and Stone. Wow. Mia, I think, will get so much use from me because I really enjoy these light pinks and the fact that it's so pretty and sparkly. Before I get too into it, this palette was $69. I'm just ready to get my fingers into it. So let me swatch this palette out. Here I have the first row of swatches. So here I have Stone. This is Whisper. Ella is right here in the middle. Vague is this fourth one, and Travertine is here on the end. Really pretty, some very nice shimmery satins right here. So Travertine, I would say, is kind of a satin, and Whisper is a nice shimmer. So pretty. And I can tell why people would say that this leans warm, because some of these shades do look pretty warm, but I wouldn't say that they're orange either. So I think for that, it adds a little bit of warmth without making you look casket ready. Now we're looking at Delilah, Silhouette, Muse, Fair, and Filigree. And here, this is where there's a little bit more cool tone happening. So Delilah is very cool tone. Those glittery shimmers in there are so pretty. Silhouette here, it looks kind of patchy, but honestly, I wasn't digging my finger in too hard. And the thing is, for my everyday use of this palette, I'm not going to be covering my eyelid in this color. But I'm sure that if you wanted to have a dark, all over the eye look, you could blend this in and build it up and make it look really pretty. And I do appreciate that about Natasha Denona eyeshadows, is that if you want to put them somewhere precisely, you can. And if you want to build them up, you can do that. And there's just so many ways that you can work with it and get so many different results. So I appreciate that about that. So I'm glad that I'm not going to be scared with this, but obviously it's not giving one swipe impact, at least with my timid swatch. And now here we have Muse, which is a little bit warm, but it's not too warm. Almost gold, but then it's white gold. And something that I learned recently is that white gold is made by mixing a percentage of gold, yellow gold, with rhodium. And over time, sometimes your white gold jewelry will turn kind of goldish. Yellow will look a little bit more yellow because the rhodium will wear away or something like that. So I think that's really pretty. Here is Fair, which I will definitely be using all over the lid. It's a little bit peachy, but not too peach. And here is Filigree, so pretty. Oh my goodness, I just want to rub this all over my eye. I just can tell that it's going to give so much dimension. Ooh, 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 because like as you turn it, you see how the light reflects off of it and where the depth is. Ooh. So here we have the third row, and this is Wit, Sheen, Tender, Mesh, and Mia. Ooh, ooh, oh my goodness. So Wit is a little bit more rusty than it looks in the pan, but honestly it makes sense. It makes sense, and it's actually so pretty. And then Sheen here is exactly as the name says. It has a nice sheen. It is a little bit warm. Tender, gorgeous. I love this kind of color. It just has an of the earth quality. Wow. And then Mesh here being a rose beige. So pretty. I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of Mesh. And last but not least, Mia. I'm obsessed. I know it's so irritating when people say it, I'm obsessed, but I'm obsessed. This is just gorgeous. It's just the prettiest topper all over. I want to put this on my cheeks. I want to put this all over my eyes. I want to put this all over my body. Wow. Ooh, okay. So this is that third row swatched. I'm filming this sitting in the corner of my office right now. It's just a mess. So let's do it. I just took the thing off. I have all these brushes with me, most of which are from the Sigma by Samantha Ravndahl collaboration. But I also have this like super old BH Cosmetics brush. I have an OG Morphe gold brush, and I also have a Royal & Langnickel pencil brush. Dense brushes I find work really well with the Natasha Denona formula. So first, let me start off with this fluffy brush, this fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to go all over my lid with Fair. I'm working mostly with natural light right now with some support of a single studio light, and that's Fair all over the lid. Definitely not as peachy as I thought it would look. And next, let me go with Mesh. Ooh, that is really pretty. I'm just layering that all over on top. I have no eye primer on right now. Super pretty. I do want to do a little bit of a crease, and so I'll use Tender. So far I've used Fair, Mesh, and Tender is what I'm about to use. So going in with the shader crease from Sigma and Samantha, I'm just putting it kind of on the outside. I think that I have kind of a rounded almond eye shape. It's not fully round because my eyes are not like that big and you can't see all the way around my iris, is that called? So like fully round eyes are a little bit more awake. But I'm not fully an almond shape either, where it's a lot more tapered. So I'm just putting a little bit of depth on the outside here with Tender. This is probably going to be the simplest eye look you'll see from this eyeshadow palette, and I'm hoping to film more with this. So let me go all over with Whisper right here. And I'm going to use my finger for that. So it's a very light shimmery shade. It's been a while since I've built a full eye look. I've really been using my BYOP with 6 eyeshadows that I pulled out from larger palettes. Actually, the Natasha Denona 28 pan palettes. I never do my eyes the same. I'm just hoping for symmetry on a hope and a prayer. Okay. So going back in with Whisper all over the top. Okay. So we're looking a little bit more, it's looking a little bit more of the same. So now let's see. I think I'm going to use Sheen. I'm just going to use a ton of eyeshadows. So Sheen. Oh, pretty. I love that this is sparkles. Sparkles, shimmers, glitters. I mean, it's not fully glitter, I don't think. But basically, I like the individual sparkles, like where you can see that the light is really reflecting. So here we are so far. So here is fully natural light. And here we've got a little bit more even studio lighting. Okay, so, or LED lights, I guess. So now I'm gonna go with Mia all over, but starting on the center of the lid, right above the lash line. Wow. I'm hoping that you can see all of this. If anything, this is more of a user review. I'm working on upping my production quality here. I just took a step back, not a step back, I just like leaned back for 2 seconds and my eyes are covered in sparkles. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to go to class like this. Okay. Do I have mascara in here? Okay. 1 second. So here's what my eyeshadow looks like so far. And I'm loving it. I think it's so pretty. It's definitely so much glitter right now, but let me just put on some mascara and hopefully that'll bring everything together. So the first mascara I'll be going in with is the L'Oreal Telescopic. I haven't filmed in a minute. While I'm putting this on, let me catch up with you. So this is my first time filming since coming back from Salt Lake City. I did not vlog that trip, but I went to Salt Lake City again since the last vlog you saw for my best friend's wedding, and I'm so, wow, I'm so happy for her. It was so gorgeous. I cried. It's just those times where it's like, wow, we're growing up, and it's like, I can't believe it. She's a whole spouse. She's a whole wife. And so I'm so happy for her. And so yeah, haven't filmed since then. I've like tried picking up the camera, my phone, and tried to vlog a bit. Nothing too juicy, but yeah, been working on that. And so yeah, this is my first video. I'm currently editing the Paris vlog. I've been editing it for like 2 months now. And I love it. It's also like, oh my goodness, I want it to be good. And yeah, again, congratulations. Again, thank you so much for almost 200 subscribers. It means so much to me. I've been doing this for a little bit and it's just so fun to share my videos with you, and some of my real life besties watch me and I just like, you know who you are. I'm like, I just love you, so thank you so much for watching, and I'm so happy for all the internet acquaintances and friends I've made along the way. So yes, anyway, it's an Oscar speech for 200 subscribers, what the, but anyway, so wow, look at that mascara look. But I mean, you can still see I look so glamorous. Hello, she's here. So let me put on some lip gloss. Oh no, I'm going to wear the Revlon lip butter in the shade Sugar Frosting. This is my #1 favorite discontinued product. Yes, it's a bajillion years old, but also it's not that old. Like 2012 was when? That was like 5 years ago. No, wait. Let's not talk about it. But anyway, Revlon, bring these back. They also discontinued their Glass Shine lipsticks. They were wrong for that. But look at this. No other brand has a lip formula like this. They don't. Like, no one. Like, it's truly lipstick, lip balm without being chapsticky or Carmex or gloopy. And there's a lot of other really cool lip gloss in a stick formulas. I've really liked a lot of those, like specifically the Revlon Glass Shine lipsticks, but the Revlon lip butter, unrivaled. So Revlon, either bring these back, or another brand, please pay homage. Not this train. Okay, this is my look with the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. You can find me on Instagram and Threads on occasion. I'm mostly scrolling on Instagram. And of course, I will see your comment and try to respond as quickly as possible. I just usually smile and I'm like, I don't know what to say, but I love you. So anyway, yes, I'll see you around. I've got to go to class. Oh my gosh. Bye.